Imagine running on a treadmill. You're moving, but you're not getting anywhere. That's how our happiness works with money. And studies show that once our basic needs like food and shelter are met, more money doesn't significantly boost our happiness. What if you could step off this treadmill and focus on what truly matters, like your passions or relationships? By prioritizing what brings you joy, you can find fulfillment without chasing after more. So think about it and try a bit to reverse the process. What if the goal was not to always accumulate more money and to run after the social status? And what if you could just define your goals in a different way? Instead of having a goal which is about earning more money or earning as much money as your neighbor or getting the same car as your colleagues or the same phone, what if you could just say, my goal in life is to achieve this or achieve that? And by defining goals, even if they are a bit high level, it will give you trajectories so you can really put aside all the distractions and then work out on the process and the routines that will help you to achieve your goals. And ultimately, happiness is not a goal by itself. Happiness is more part of your day-to-day life. If you wait 10 years to be happy and to see happiness as an outcome, so you work 10 years to get your happiness, then you're going to suffer for 10 years. You need happiness every day in your day-to-day life, in every hour, every second, in order to give you the fuel to move forward. This is your motivation. This is what you need to move forward. And your goals are based on this happiness. And so discover how to break free from this cycle and embrace a happier life in my full video. Link is below in the description. If you are new to this channel, I'm David, with over 20 years in finance, including a decade in Hong Kong, where I've built a successful side hustle generating over $1 million. Now I'm here to share a bit of my journey on entrepreneurship and self-development. Check out my free learning course, Healthy Habits, to help you stay focused. Plus, you'll get my free time management tool. Let's dive in. So you get your new phone. How do you feel now? It feels amazing at first, right? But soon enough, you're already eyeing the next model or the model your neighbor or your colleagues already have. And do you still remember the excitement of getting your new phone? Even if you got it yesterday, it's already past, it's already forgotten. And so this cycle of wanting more can leave us feeling a bit empty. What if you could break this pattern and find lasting joy in what you already have? And so by practicing gratitude and being mindful of your purchase, you can learn to appreciate the little things that truly make you happy. And this is basically how happiness works. It's a cycle, and we often call it the treadmill effect. And so basically what it means that when you're going to buy a new thing, whatever, it can be a small thing, a big thing, your happiness is going to go up. And then after a few days, few hours, few weeks, it's just going to drop. And then you will search for even more happiness. And so to get more happiness, you're going to buy another new thing. And so it's a never-ending story. And so to break this cycle, one of the tips I propose is really to try to get your happiness and your joy every day, every minute, every hour. So basically see happiness like a fuel that is going to help you to move forward. It's like your motivation. And your goals are really the outcome you want to get at the end. And so distinguish goals and happiness. If you want to explore how to create lasting happiness, check out my latest videos for tips, link in the description. Hold on. Stop scrolling for 2 minutes and listen to me. Scrolling through social media can make you feel like you need to keep up, right? And it's easy to feel pressured to spend money just to appear successful, like all those people you can see on social media. But this constant comparison can drain your happiness. What if you could embrace a simpler lifestyle, free from the weight of expectations? And so by focusing on what truly matters to you and surrounding yourself with supportive people, you can find contentment in your choices. And I have this tendency to see happiness like a fuel, like something I need to have every day, every hour, every minute. It's not a goal I want to achieve in 10 years. I don't expect to be happy in 10 years. I want to be happy every day. It's part of my process, it's part of my routine to help me to keep up and to move forward. If you have this goal of happiness in 10 years, you are going to suffer for 10 years, right? Just to get your goal. But you even don't know if once you reach it, once you get this goal in 10 years on being happy, it's not going to be like this treadmill effect. The happiness is a cycle. So at some point you are going to be happy and then it's going to go down and then you will need to achieve the next big thing in order to be happy again. And so the idea is really to try to get your happiness flat, progressing constantly, not to have it as a milestone. And so discover how to reclaim your happiness and step off the comparison treadmill in my full video, link in the description. Did you know that after reaching a certain income level, our happiness doesn't really increase? Once our basic needs are met, we often adapt quickly to our new financial situation. And what if you could find joy without chasing after more money? By focusing on experiences, relationships, and personal growth, you can cultivate a deeper sense of happiness. And we often call it the treadmill effect. It means that you might run always after happiness, and it's really something that you're really focusing on, but at the end of the day you are going to stay at the same place, like when you're running on the treadmill. Why? Because happiness works like a cycle. If you are always trying to reach out the top of the cycle by buying new things, so you buy a new phone and then you go up in your happiness. After a few hours, few days, you are going just to drop down, and then you will need to get the new big thing in order to go up again. And so to break a bit this cycle, the idea is to keep your happiness flat, constant, right? To do that, you can work on defining some goals. My goal is not about being happy, it's not something I want to achieve. Being happy is more a constant, it's more the fuel that is going to make your car progressing and going to your destination. So don't mix up. And so if you want to know more about how to shift your focus and discover true joy, watch my long video for valuable insights, link in the description. Picture this. Financial freedom doesn't come from flashy purchases. Too often we equate spending with happiness. But what if you could make smart choices that prioritize your well-being instead? Imagine being able to travel, spend time with loved ones, and pursue your passions without financial stress. And happiness works like a cycle, especially if you put it together with spending more. I spend more to be more happy, and I'm more happy if I spend more. And the way I see it is more to try to break this cycle. You know, this cycle where you spend more, you are happy, and then the happiness drops down, and then you have to spend even more to be even more happy, and then it goes down again. And so the idea is to keep your happiness very flat, like a constant, and to use it as a fuel to help you to meet your goal. So your destination is not happiness, but your day-to-day life is filled with happiness. Dive in my full video for more on how to achieve true financial freedom, link in the description. Ever felt like you needed to buy the latest trends just to fit in? Just because your neighbors or your colleagues or your friends had the last phone, and so you felt the pressure to have the same one? And so that pressure can be overwhelming. But what if you could find happiness by embracing a simpler lifestyle? And so by focusing on what truly brings you joy, rather than what others think, you can live authentically. Imagine spending your time and money on experiences that nourish your soul. And so here the goal is really to be able to disconnect from this social pressure and social comparison. You don't need validation to be happy. You don't need to have extra money to be happy. What you need is to be able to define your goals, your destination, and then how to achieve your goals and to implement the right routine in order to progress every day, every minute, every hour. And so discover how to break free from the need for validation and create a life that reflects your true self in my latest video, link in the description. Look, comparing yourself to others can feel like a never-ending race and you will always lose. So you may feel like you're always falling short, but what if you could just focus on your journey instead and redefine your success, not other success? Each of us has unique goals and dreams, and it's crucial to celebrate your achievement, no matter how small. And so by shifting your mindset from competition to personal growth, you can create a more fulfilling life. And so learn how to embrace your own path and strive in my full video, link in the description. Imagine finding joy in simple things instead of material possessions. In a world that often values consumerism, what if you could discover what truly makes you happy? And so by decluttering your life and focusing on meaningful experiences, you can cultivate a sense of peace and contentment. And so if you want to learn more about how to embrace a simpler life and a more joyful lifestyle, check out my long video for tips on how to get started, link in the description. So what if I told you that money isn't the key to happiness? Many people believe that more money equals to more joy, but that's not always the case. Once our basic needs are met, we often overlook what really gives us value, like relationships, experiences, and personal growth. And so what if you could uncover the true sources of happiness in your life? So join me in my full video to explore this idea and learn how to prioritize what really matters, link in the description. And so, you know what? Your happiness journey is unique. It's so easy to get caught up in what others are doing and feel inadequate. But what if you could cultivate a fulfilling life without the pressure of appearances, without comparing yourself to others? And so by focusing on your personal goals and values, you can create a life that resonates with you. Imagine feeling confident and content in your choices. And so watch my full video for tips on how to embrace your journey and find true happiness, link below in the description.